Hello, my name is Jonathan Hansen, and I've been a targeted individual for more than 5 years now. I've been under surveillance using all manner of high-technology devices, including through-the-wall radar. People have broken into my house repeatedly, once while I was inside. They have placed various substances in my coffee and soft drinks and performed all manner of hoaxes and tricks in an attempt to freak me out and have me make outlandish reports to the police and have me diagnosed as mentally ill. I have on multiple occasions been targeted with low frequency, less than 10 hertz, subsonic sound, which causes a feeling of illness and nausea. This is another of many non-lethal weapons that have been developed and are being used surreptitiously and illegally on unknowing targets. I have experienced all manner of malicious mischief and sabotage. My security video recorder has been disabled on multiple occasions by these devices. In non-consensual experiments, they have caused many types of apparent diseases. They cause the sensation of electric shocks, muscle contractions, visual and auditory hallucinations, and anxiety attacks with an increase in heart rate, among other effects. These are used in an attempt to control my behavior by shocking me, much like one would attempt to force a mouse through a maze by delivering electric shocks.
My name is Juanita Purdy, and I live in Pensacola, Florida. I am a victim of electronic harassment. I am being physically stunned, stabbed, and burned. They are trying to make me retaliate in order to discredit me. I am a victim of defamation of character. I am being stalked and harassed in an organized manner. I have appealed to the authorities and no one will help me.
Hi, my name is John Aaron Avalos. Today is the 21st of August, and I am a victim of electromagnetic microwave frequency harassment. I am being physically tortured every day. It's not so bad when I get out of the house, but the minute I get to bed, I am physically tortured. I sometimes get burn marks, wake up as if I've had a hangover for days. Takes me at least 2 hours to recover in the morning. Some days I can't walk, some days I can't see. Nauseous, I get vertigo. Those are just a few of the symptoms. Loss of energy, just loss of thought, several symptoms. Heat, overheating, cold, extreme headaches. I am being abused every day and have been probably for the last 6 years now, every day.
Questions from the press about direct energy and microwave weapons made them visibly uncomfortable.
Mr. Secretary, can I ask you a question about some of the technology that you're developing to fight the war on terror, specifically directed energy and high-powered microwave technology? When do you envision that you can weaponize that type of technology?
Goodness. It is in, for the most part, the kinds of things you're talking about are in varying early stages. Do you have anything you'd add?
I don't think I would add much. I think they are in early stages and probably not ready for employment at this point.
In the normal order of things, when you invest in research and development and begin a developmental project, you don't have any intention or expectations that one would use it. On the other hand, the real world intervenes from time to time, and you reach in there and take something out that is still in a developmental stage, and you might use it. So your question's not answerable. It depends on what happens in the future and how well things move along the track, and whether or not someone feels it's appropriate to reach into a development stage and see if something might be useful, as was the case with the unmanned aerial vehicles.
But you sound like you're willing to experiment with it.
Yeah, I think that's the point, and I think, we have, I think, from the beginning of this conflict, I think General Franks has been very open to looking at new things if there are new things available, and has been willing to put them into the fight even before they've been fully wrung out. And I think that's not referring to these two particular cases of directed energy or high-powered microwave, but sure. And
yes.
We will continue.
For thousands of years, the way in which you've killed someone is you have hit them with a sword, a spear, an arrow, a bullet, a bomb. It's kinetic. You're killing them by hitting them. And now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you have a completely new physical principle being applied in killing people, in which they don't know that they're being killed because their skin and body is being heated by high-power microwaves, or they are being shot at by a laser, which would have an instantaneous effect.
We can see the effects of a gun very easily and understand them. But when you cannot see the effects of a weapon because it is not visible and because the science is not very well understood because it's so new, then it becomes of grave concern to us and raises the stakes for potential human rights violations and abuses. Pain is induced upon the people. And that's what we have to understand about the active denial system, that it exists to create pain. And that's very different than most other non-lethal weapons, where the desire is to either immobilize someone or make it so that they cannot walk in an area. And we have to be very careful because in international law it's very clear that devices created solely for the creation of pain can eventually lead to torture and are therefore illegal.
People might think that energy weapons only pose a danger for the countries involved in a military conflict, but that's not the case. One particular weapon called the active denial system, better known as the pain ray, has been built specifically for use in maintaining public order. Given its claim to be non-lethal and the suffering it produces, this weapon could become a very controversial one.
The active denial system is a millimeter wave system, operates about 93 gigahertz, sends out a beam for a very long distance. And what's important about it is that when it hits the skin, it penetrates only a very slight, a few millimeters into the skin. And it hits the pain receptors and causes, people to be averse to the pain. It hurts a lot.
How long can he?
The tests that have been run, they were to go to 3 seconds. Each individual was given a kill switch. Nobody made 3 seconds. The onset of pain is extremely rapid, and you don't have to do it very long. I mean, it gets your attention instantly.